Yeah, good morning. My name is Mark Wasco. I'm the founder and president of the Northern New England Museum of Contemporary Art, affectionately known as NNEMoCA. And one of our goals is to get more eyes in front of original contemporary visual art. And the collection that NNEMoCA oversees has approximately 33,000 works in it, of which about 3,000 are simply in storage, framed and ready to go. And in the sense that they're not being seen, they're not doing anyone any good. So putting together outposts and miniature exhibitions from the collection have become a significant priority, and offering visitors to various venues, non-commercial exhibitions in non-traditional locations is a great way to get people to see contemporary visual art, because many people don't avail themselves of the cultural amenities available in the way of galleries or museums. So having them come to a setting like this for other reasons and then being confronted with significant substantive exhibitions of contemporary visual art that they weren't expecting might help them to reevaluate either the conscious or unconscious decisions that they've made with respect to exposing themselves to this kind of material, and perhaps will set them on a path where they want to see more of it and be more involved with it. So what we have done here is to create a show of between 40 and 50 significant works of contemporary visual art, primarily by underknown artists, which is another imperative of ours, because talent is resident in many people, despite the fact that only the smallest amount of visual artists are known to the American public. And so there is a long-term exhibition of works, both paintings, drawings, collage, photographs, and other works, 2D primarily, that have been installed in the Hub, which is a new meeting and co-working space in Rutland, Vermont, and is available to the public during business hours on a regular basis. To kick off this installation, we are celebrating, along with the Vermont Crafts Council, the so-called weekend open studio weekend in Vermont, which occurs twice a year. And this year in May, it's on May 24th and 25th. And on the 25th, we will be open from 10 until 7, 8, or 9, and we will be having a catered event from 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock until approximately 6 or 7. And that will enable many people to come and see what we have here, and hopefully to come back and bring more people to see it, experience it, and we hope that it engenders a lot of interest and a lot of questions. It's visual art, so the criteria is visual. And what we do is we look at it and we say, oh my God, that is incredible. And then if we decide to acquire it, it becomes part of the collection. And then in terms of selecting work for this particular show, we had an opportunity to view and pace out and measure the common space here at the Hub, and then try to select works that would work well with the environment and to complement, enhance it, and activate the space. So this venture is a collaboration between the Hub and NNEMoCA, and it serves both of our organizations. There was a time, not that long ago, when there were as many as 7 pop-up galleries in downtown Rutland, and that is not the case currently. Currently, there's only one visual arts organization that I'm aware of, two in Vermont, in Rutland, Vermont. And so having a space over 10,000 square feet that has been turned over to visual art is a very significant development opportunity for Rutland and for Rutland County. And so we're very happy to be bringing contemporary visual art of a level that isn't at this point being seen in Rutland. And so having more eyes on it and having more people experience it is just inherently going to be a benefit to Rutland and the community. And as the Hub and this building in particular have become more centers of commercial and business importance in the county, I think that having the cultural component to go along with it is a nice companion. It also is important to us as NNEMoCA because it presents an opportunity for more people to be coming in contact with what we're doing. The people that are coming through here wouldn't necessarily be the same people that we would be seeing in Burlington. And that at some point probably won't be the case, but right now, as a relatively new organization, it is. And so we want to have people become aware of what we're doing.
Hi, I'm Fran Bull, and here we are in my studio downtown in Rutland at the Hub Co-work space. I am so privileged to have been given this space. It's enormous, a painter's dream. And what you see are my fairly large canvases that I'm able to make in this space. So I've been working here for about a year and have been able to produce a very large body of work. The topic of my work was something I'd been thinking about for a long time but didn't know how I would bring it into fruition, and that is the tar pit. The idea of the tar pit as a metaphor, the idea of the tar pit as a resource for science and curiosity, all of this, and the idea of extinction, and on the metaphorical side, the idea of being stuck. So I say states of being as being stuck, something we can perhaps all relate to in our lives, one way or another. So, so you see these various things that emanated from that idea. And we are going to be celebrating with an open studios. There are, what is it, 5 or 6 artists working here upstairs in their studios. So on May 24th and 25th, we're opening our doors and people are going to be able to see a building teeming with art just everywhere. You'll see Bill Ramage's collection. You'll see Mark Wasco's Northern New England Museum of Contemporary Art, an enormous collection of very distinguished art that Mark has collected over many years, and I think you've heard from him. But everyone is invited, and there's going to be a bash on Sunday. You can have fun with your colleagues and your friends, so do come. So I just want to say that as I was working, my art just spilled out into the hallways. So there is a kind of solo exhibition on the ground floor, and I hope you'll all have a look at it and see how this idea unfolded.